Hello, my name is Jason, and welcome back to I Have a Story. Excuse me, I've been in a lot of pain, and mentally and physically. I'm making this video because I want to know, do I call my kids and let them keep getting abused? I put my video out there about what happened Saturday. My children get abused every single time they talk to me just because they're talking to their dad. This is 110% exactly what systems are supposed to stop it. But our systems don't care about children. They support and empower it instead because it's a woman doing it. If a man was doing it, we'll come and shoot you. But if a woman does it, we'll pat you on the back and praise you, empower you, give you even more. Why? Why is that allowed? Why is that allowed? So I didn't call my kids on Tuesday like I was supposed to because I keep putting them through this. Keep watching them go through this, all just so she can get to me. God, this is wrong, and nobody cares. Instead, the system wants to keep attacking me. I'm losing my mind. I tell you what, God, I, I don't know if I'm capable of snapping. I've been through so much in my life and I have yet to snap, but this is pushing me there. Watch my kids go through this. My son does not deserve that. Neither does his sister. I sent that video to counselors and all sorts of people. And nobody's even responded because they care so much about children, right? Instead, we watch them kill themselves and go, what happened? We don't know what went wrong. We sure as hell do. You just don't want to face it. If you did your job, this stuff wouldn't be happening. So what do? Do I not call my kids because she's going to make their life hell for talking to their dad and hurt them even more? Am I supposed to sit here and just keep watching it? God. I had my counseling appointment this morning and she don't even know what to do. She's like, yeah, I understand why you don't want to talk to your kids because you're just causing her to hurt them even more. And then the times I don't get to talk to them, what's going on then? Does she hurt them so bad that she has to hide it so she just doesn't answer her phone? Which is illegal against court orders, but the referee just 3 weeks ago supported it, empowered it, said, I was lucky to talk to my dad once a year. You should be happy with the 15 minutes you get. I'm sorry about whatever relationship you did or didn't have with your dad. That doesn't stop me from being a dad myself. This is wrong. But I'm told I'm not supposed to be sexist. I'm not supposed to be racist, but we'll treat you with it. We'll let your kids suffer and be hurt. What do I do? What do I do? God, I love my children. That's all I've ever wanted to be was a husband and a father. I've given up so much in life just to do just that. I was a dedicated father and husband, 100%. That's why didn't have friends, because I was dedicated to my family. Dedicated to the woman who's hurting my children, hurting me, and abusing a system. I mean, it's all being allowed. What the hell sense does this make? It's the exact 110% opposite of what our systems are supposed to be doing. And we wonder why there's so much corruption, chaos, and the world's going to hell, and so many people just give up. God, this past week, I wanted to give up. Oh, God. What do I do? Do I give up? I know I can't. The biggest regret I have in my life is walking away from my son, my teenage son, because I wasn't allowed to fight for him. If I wanted to fight for him, I could get out. I'll tell you, many professionals who can tell you that story. I even recorded it. How does a parent tell another parent, give up on your kid because that's not important to us? That's what I was told. You want to fight for your son? Get the hell out. By my wife and her mother. Because my kids didn't matter. That woman ruined my life. Ruined my kid's life. Caused so much damage, destruction, and has a complete documented lifelong history of doing it to every man she's been with. Every child she's had. And nobody gives a damn. What's it going to take? You guys want to push me over the edge and see what it's going to take? And then blame me because I'm the bad person standing here trying to fight for my kids in a system that could care less? And it's their job to care. Why are they in those seats if they don't care? I want to know. Why? Why are you sitting in those seats if you don't care and don't do your job and don't uphold the law? Instead, you attack the innocent victim and victimize the victims. And then you wonder why they go crazy and do stupid stuff. Why did a dad just go kidnap his kids and get killed by the same department that he's trying to rescue his kids from? But nobody wants to hear it. The hell is this? Somebody please help me before I lose it. Because I am losing it. I'm losing it with my doctors. I'm losing it with my medical conditions. I'm losing it with these systems that are supposed to protect my children, protect me. Instead, they want to empower bad people. Who cares about the kids? Let them go suffer. Let them get hurt. Then when they kill themselves, we got less to worry about, right? No, it's not right. It's completely wrong. I cannot even believe this is the world. I mean, I feel like I'm dreaming. Is this really reality? I go to my sheriff's department and prove abuse on me and my children. And instead, they threaten me because I was there trying to get them to do their job. And that's exactly, I'm on video being threatened by the police department when I'm down there after the state trooper came here and told me, go file for a mental health order and get her out of this house. He came here and saw it firsthand. It's all on camera. But they don't care. Instead, when I went to that sheriff's department to file those papers, they threatened me for being there to do it. Told me right to my face. It's on camera. It's documented. She hurts those kids again, we're going after her, and we're coming after you for not stopping. I said, sir, I'm here to stop it right now. I'm here to sign those papers. Give them to me. And he refused to. Instead, threatened me. What the hell is that? I mean, Jesus, everything I've seen from this department around me is just absolutely absurd. I got a next door neighbor. She starts drinking at 5:30 every morning, drinking whiskey, abusing pills, smoking marijuana. She even just admitted to it in court. She's totaled 3 cars in the past year, 14 accidents in the past year. Just got another car, wrecked it already, but they won't take her license. In the hospital, she's having seizures. Even had her driver take her back to the hospital after she left a visit because she was having seizures. That right there, by law, revokes their license. You cannot have seizures and have a driver's license. I went to the hospital. They wouldn't even let me talk to the doctors. I said, look, this woman is a complete hazardous threat. Every single time, 100% of the time, she goes left of center and hits cars head on, runs off into the trees, all sorts of stuff. And then I've even watched it. I was right behind her while she hit a car who was stopped at a stop sign, and she was taking a right, went left to center again and hit him. And they got out and blamed him for pulling out in front of her. He was sitting still. I have it on camera. I have a dash cam. And they just keep letting her go. I had my counselor call and report this after her no, that was actually 3 crashes ago. And my counselor called, I sent my counselor a message right there. I was like, she just crashed again. She's crashed in one front yard down our road twice now in the past, what, 6 months at least. but they don't want to do nothing about it. Let her kill somebody. What happens when the teenage kids are driving down the road and she hits them head on and goes left to center and bash? If you did your job, we wouldn't have to worry about it, would we? 14 accidents in the past year. Totaled 3 cars in the past year. All reported, and they do nothing. She's already learned. You get home, and then once you're home, get somebody to come pick you up and give you a ride, however you get home, and then they can't do nothing about it because, well, I just came home and started drinking after that. No, you've been drinking since 5:30 this morning. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon now. And they still won't do anything about it. And then when my counselor called to report that again, they harassed my counselor. What the hell is this? I can't even believe this world I live in. Like living with a bunch of adult children who just don't care. Too lazy to do their job and protect our community, which they swore to do. Instead, we'll harass the innocent people. We'll harass the victims. Because that's easier. I guess. I don't know what the hell it is, honestly. I mean, that's the opposite of their job. But they don't do it. My God, there's so many cases. And right now, I can't even talk about because they're open cases that I know that they just totally screwed up. I started talking about it and I shouldn't have, but it's absolute insanity. My God, murder trial that I'm watching, that the evidence makes 0 sense. None. It don't even make sense what they put together out of this. It's a circus, a complete circus. And they let the woman who murdered her dad, they let her husband steal the gun that was actually used to kill him, and they were standing in the driveway when it happened. I've already made a video about it. I already aired the recording with their supervisor who told me I don't know what I'm talking about. But these are the people who are in charge, right? Everybody will listen to them over me because, well, look, they're in a seat of power, in a position that should be doing their job, but don't. So we're going to trust what they have to say. What a load of crap. I think right now I'm going to make, in this video, and I'm going to make another one, just about what I'm dealing with right now in our medical institute. Oh my God. I mean, 2 of the biggest top priorities in this world should be medical industry and children. I don't know which one you could put above the other. I think the children come above our medical industry. They're kids. But they are both very important, and that's treated like an absolute circus. And we wonder what's wrong with the world. Everybody just wants to run and hide in their selfish, childish entertainment, and nobody wants to face reality and do anything anymore. I'm the man who has stood up and put myself in positions in between men and women who, when that man was hurting them women, I interfered. Whether I knew that person or not, I drove down the road and see it and I stop. Because when I see a man hitting a woman who's trying to get away, that's our job as society to stop that. You don't just call the cops and go, yeah, they'll be here in an hour. Oh, wait, here's another one. How about this one? This actually happened. One of the neighborhoods I lived in, I took my son down the road. We went bicycle riding. This was back when I could still sit down and ride a bike. I took him bike riding. We went down to see the high school football game. At least 8 officers are sitting on the opposite corner on the other side of the school building having a sewing circle, all just sitting in a group chatting. Not on the complete opposite side of the school grounds where the football stadium is, where they're supposed to be out there making sure everything's right and secure and safe, right? That's what they were supposed to be doing. Instead, they're out in the opposite corner, complete opposite end of the parking lot with a giant high school in the way. They can't see nothing that's going on back there. So they said, I drove by on our bikes. They're sitting there having a sewing circle. At that exact same time, almost, what, a mile and a half from there, a 911 operator was inside Speedway and called 911 to report they need somebody here now. There's a guy about to kill another guy right here in the parking lot. We need assistance now. They told her on the phone. This is all reported. It's been aired on national news or on the local news. We don't have anybody to send. We're booked. We don't have. Well, really, I just watched 8 officers standing in a sewing circle doing nothing, not even monitoring the job they were supposed to be doing at that time. One of those officers could have got out of their sewing circle and gone their little group chat and gone and actually did their job. That's not what we do, right? So what happened? That man got killed in the parking lot. It happened. The other guy got in his car and ran him over and killed him. But nobody, we don't have anybody who can respond to that. But we can sit here with officers sitting there with their heads up their butts, doing nothing. What the hell is that? They were 1.5 miles from that scene, and they were too busy sitting talking because they're supposed to be patrolling a football game at a high school and weren't. Complete opposite end. You couldn't even see the stadium from where they were. But yeah, we didn't have anybody to go save that guy. But you all keep supporting your, millionaire actors and actresses and all these athletes whose job don't mean crap. You'd rather be a child and be entertained and support that than to stand up and do what's right. This world is disgusting me. Disgusting me. I don't even recognize my country anymore. I can't take it anymore. This is ridiculous. I've seen so much in my life. That's just ridiculous. And these are our people running everything. And it's even worse that they're the words who get taken because they're the authorities and they know better than you. My God, what an ass backwards world we live in. I can't take it no more. I can't take watching my kids be abused every single time. I haven't hardly slept or eaten since Saturday because I can't. I'm throwing up. I got blood coming out my rear end. I can't sit down. I'm dealing with so much, I just can't take it no more. And nobody gives a shit. What does it take to make people fucking care anymore?